I had a hardcore upbringing, you know. My mother used to tell me that I was gonna be just like my father and not amount to anything and things like that, and I was gonna be pumping gas into my friends' cars, you know. But the one thing that I can always say that I was very lucky is I always knew what I wanted to do. If you went to any college campus anywhere in the world and asked these kids, what's your major and what do you want to do for the rest of your life? They'd be like, well, I'm taking political science, but I think I'm going to switch to this and that. They don't know. Yeah. They're going to college because they were told that if they didn't go to college, they'd never get a good job, they'd never get this, they'd never get that. So these kids come out of college with an education that most of them don't use. If you know what you want to do, you wake up every day and you work toward that goal. It's so much easier when you know what you want. I did some paving early on in my life. Mm-hmm. That's real work. Yeah. That's a real job. Like I was like 17, 18 years old. I felt like I had one foot in the grave working that job.
Sure.
And I knew I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. You find out what hard work really is. I worked in the hotel business and, you know, I had a couple of jobs. The one thing that I realized young is I didn't want to work for anybody else. I wanted to work for myself. I knew I wanted to be in the fight business. I didn't care what aspect of it was. And I also knew that I was young enough that if things didn't work out, I could always go back and pave roads and be a bellman at a hotel and things like that. That job was always going to be available. If you don't take risks, you will never succeed, ever. We bought this company and our goal was, because we always believed we had to get this onto free television for it to really take off, because we believed that people would love this sport that we were in love with as much as we did, right? I believe in this thing. This thing could really do it, and I feel like we have momentum right now, but we're gonna run out of money. I don't know exactly what I was thinking that night, but I was sick thinking this thing could be over any day. Everything is in a gut. I don't care what you do. Anybody who does anything great goes off their gut and what they're feeling and what they think they should do. I didn't go to Ivy League schools and I didn't go to any of this stuff, but I've spent my whole life learning about focusing on the fight business. I know what fans want to see. I know the fights that need to be made. I've been really good at finding young up and coming talent. You know, we go into the finale, we have no deal, nothing. And Forrest Griffin and Stephan Bonnar end up putting on that fight. And the numbers during the fight went just like this. And
that was live?
Yeah, and this is before social media or any of that stuff. So people were picking up the phones and calling their friends, telling them to turn on this fight. The fight blows it out of the water. People were stomping their feet, and it sounded like a train was going through the arena. And at the end of the fight, people were chanting, one more round. Yeah. And then on the cuff, I go in there and on the fly, give them both contracts. And the place goes crazy. It didn't matter if we did another deal with Spike TV or didn't do another deal. We did it. We made it. We were going somewhere. That night, they take us out into the back alley and we cut a new deal on a napkin. Literally written on a napkin, a new deal for our new deal on Spike TV. I'm getting involved in boxing now. And I always set up a 5-year plan. We have a 5-year plan, lay out what we're gonna do, where we wanna be, and how do you get there? Because I always believe that you have to, you can't go anywhere without a map, right? You have to have a map to go anywhere. So you have to lay out your map. And it's easy to get caught up in the daily bullshit and forget where you had to go. The only thing I focus on every day, production, new up and coming talent, and the fights. Those are the core of the business. And you love what you do, and everything is perfect in your personal life, the money should come along. It should be part of the gig, right? It doesn't always happen that way. People always ask me if you could change anything, what would you change? Nothing. Everything that happened to me and everything I did led to me being right here, right now. And I'm happy with where I'm at.